All right, this is the 2024 Volvo V60. It is the Performance Polestar edition of the V60. You can get it in a cross country, which is a little higher and a little more rugged, but this is the faster, more fun V60. I love a good station wagon. It is so versatile and lots of space, just like an SUV, but not that high ride height. There's a few things that make it the Polestar. It has a different suspension. It has Brembo brakes on the front. I love the gold color of those. You'll see that gold carried inside with the seat belts as well. They look so good. And it is a PHEV, which is a plug-in hybrid. And we're going to talk about that a little bit today, maybe more so than just the car. I love plug-in hybrids for their efficiency. So this gets about 64 kilometers in pure electric range, which is 40 some miles. And if you drive less than that a day, you can go all week without using gas. So plug this in overnight. I've been plugging in at home, level 1 household plug. It comes with a charger, cord, and I've been getting over 60 kilometers in range every single day this week. And you can drive it in Polestar, which is going to be the performance, more peppy, using more gas, of course. But if you drive it in pure electric, you can start it in pure electric mode. You can turn that setting on, plug it in at home. You are driving it like an EV all week. I will say that big hump in the middle seat there is gonna deter a middle passenger from being real comfortable back here, but we do have the optional panoramic sunroof in here. Those yellow seat belts are part of the Polestar edition, and I love that. They are so cool looking. And then we have heated seats and another 12 volt back here, or is that a USB-C? Let's have a look. Yeah, it's a household actually. And this Bowers & Wilkins sound system is my all-time fave. I think it's about a $3,500 option on this, but it's not listed on the spec sheet. But it is fantastic. If I were to buy a Volvo, I would invest in that sound system. All right, we have a power lift gate. Lots of room back here. We even have 60/40 split and a pass-through. We have some more floor mats, and it looks like a spare under there. There is a privacy shade. I believe it comes with this trim, but it's not in use on here. Some more storage solutions and a 12 volt back here as well. Fully digital gauge cluster like all the Volvos I've shown you over time, all of them. And a good clear backup camera. And then we have a 360 camera on here as well. It tends to turn on this camera view as soon as I pull into my driveway. So that's kind of cool. And of course we have all digital climate controls here, heated seats, heated steering wheel, and you can, I am in park, so that's why it keeps doing that. Or I just put it in park actually. Okay, so let's talk about the PHEV thing again. Let's talk about that. So right now I am driving in pure, and I have it set to always start in pure mode, and that means it is the fully electric mode. And I've been driving quite a bit today, so I only have 31 kilometers left in my battery, but I can get a full charge overnight like I mentioned. You can change the battery settings to automatic hold or charge, which holds will hold the charge where it's at. Charge will charge the battery while you're driving. Pilot assist is your advanced driver assist features, semi-autonomous driver, advanced cruise control, adaptive cruise control, etc. All of your settings are in here. And then you can change your creep in your steering feel. Creep means that when you, that means you're using maximum regen braking, and when you let your foot off the gas, it'll come to a complete stop, and it will not start moving when you take your foot off the brake. There's also a B mode, so you'll see drive B. B is like maximum regenerative braking, which will put more power back into your battery so that you get maximum range from that pure. And then you'll see we also have a Polestar mode, which is like maximum driving dynamics. Did you hear it? See, it even started the gas engine. Polestar engineered mode optimizes acceleration and gear shift response for a sportier and more dynamic driving experience. So, and then of course it's all-wheel drive, so we can put it in constant all-wheel drive as well. All right, let's go for a little drive. I love driving Volvos, always. The SUVs are one of my favorites. Um, their wagons are great if you love wagons or you don't really need an SUV. This still has tons of cargo room. It has a way sportier drive than an SUV. Um, some of the Polestar engineered things are a different front strut, different suspension. Um, there is it is tuned to be more performance than the other V60. So it feels very dynamic. In fact, the 0 to 60 time is like 4.1 seconds. And that is sports car territory in terms of get up and go. So let's talk about that. 2-liter turbo 4-cylinder plus 2 electric motors, 455 horsepower and 523 pound-feet of torque. So that's where you're getting your 0 to 60 time from. And the handling is amazing. It feels very agile. So I love the drive. I love the interior. The Volvo interiors are always great. But let's talk a little more about that plug-in hybrid. Again, I'll say over 60 kilometers in pure electric range, just plugging in at home overnight. And that's over 40 miles. If you drive less than that in a day, you can go all week without using gas, and you can still do road trips and trips downtown and what have you, longer drives with that ICE engine as well. I love plug-in hybrids. Okay, let's talk pricing. This one is, the spec sheet says it's 77,000 Canadian, but I don't believe that includes the Bowers & Wilkins sound system and a few other things. So I'm going to say my guesstimate would be over 80,000 Canadian. This one is about 72,000 US dollars. What do you think? Leave me a question or a comment. We'll see you soon.